Welcome back to another episode of Money is Blind podcast. I'm your host Prasoon, and today we are going to talk about Bhavesh Bhatia. He is a visually impaired person, or we can say he is a blind entrepreneur. He is one of the famous popular entrepreneurs in India, and he is the owner and founder of Sunrise Candles. It is a candle making factory based in Maharashtra, India, and he is right now in 2023 50 years old. I think he is 53 years old, and today's episode we try to get some inspiration from him because I'll be going through his Wikipedia page which I have opened in my Safari. So let's get started. So according to Wikipedia, he was born in Mahaballeshwaram in Maharashtra, and his eye condition is retinal macular degeneration. And while growing up, he had little vision. His mother had died of cancer when he was searching for jobs, and his father was a caretaker at one of the houses in Maharashtra. And his mother had died from her illness, which was a major setback in his life. Before starting Sunrise Candles, he has worked as a telephone operator in Mahabaleshwar. And at the age of 23, he lost his job. Now, apart from being recognized as a leading entrepreneur in India, he has won several medals in Paralympic Games for the differently able persons. And he has represented India and won various medals. He has even written a book which is titled Ruk Jana Nahi, which means don't stop in Hindi. So let me go to his. He's joined the National Association for the Blind and he took training in candle making. He was trained on how to make candles for a living. He also did training for acupressure and some other life skills. So initially, Bhavesh knew that he wanted to start his own business, and the only thing that was stopping him was fund, money. So what he did was he used his other two skills, that is massaging and acupuncture. He used as a massage therapist in one of the hotels in Mahabaleshwar, and he saved the money, bought some 5 kg wax with it, which he could use to make candles, and he set up a small table in front of the Holy Cross Church in Mahabaleshwar. At that time, wax molds were expensive, and this was the only way that he found to get into this business. He used to set aside 25 rupees for the next day's raw material purchase. That's when he meets Nita, who is now his wife, and she met him when he was running his shop at Mahabaleshwar. She was a resident in Mumbai, and she decided to marry him, even though there was stiff resistance from her family side. He tried to expand his business, but it was very difficult in those days because being a blind man, he was denied loans and funding from many banks. He tried to gather to raise funds from his friends. He failed to get expert advice on candle making from candle manufacturers. So instead of making regular cylindrical candles, he wanted to do something, and so he visited some of the shopping malls and big shops, and he used to touch and feel how these candles were made, the designs, the smell, the aroma. He felt it everything with his hands and fingers, and that's when he decided what he wanted to do, what he wanted to make with his hands. And that's when the idea for his first product developed in his mind. That was just an idea. So then he got a loan of rupees 15,000, which is roughly equivalent to $200 right now. But this was, I think, in the early 1990s. And with this money, he set up his own business, which is now called as sunrise candles. You can Google it up. It was a part of National Association of Blinds special scheme, which provided him the loan of rupees 15,000. With this money, he bought 15 kilograms of wax, two dies, and a handcart. It was then that Mr. Neeraj Chandan, who was one of Mr. Bhavesh's friend, who saw Bhavesh selling candles on a handcart in front of the Holy Cross Church. So he went to his house and he says, and I quote, "I could not believe my eyes because the candles that he made was so beautiful." So what he did, he put up a website www.sunrisecandles.in and he took some photographs with his digital camera and he put those photographs in that website and started selling those candles online by advertising on Google. The advertisements from Google really helped and they started getting orders and the business started growing slowly but gradually. He acquired some land, he got some land from his friends, and one of his friends built a small candle making unit in one of those lands, and that's the first factory of Sunrise Candles. Right now, Sunrise Candles employs almost 3,500 visually impaired persons to make candles, and it runs in 14 states in India. They now imports wax from United Kingdom, and they manufacture different kinds of candles, including pillar candles, floating candles, novelty candles, gel candles, fruit basket candles, and traditional candles. They have developed more than 10,000 designer centered, plain, and aroma centered designer candles. So now the client lists of Sunrise Candles include Reliance Industries, founded by Dhirubhai Ambani and now successfully run by his son, Mr. Mukesh Ambani. He is one of the wealthiest. He is the most wealthiest person in India. Ranbaxy is another client. Big Bazaar, Niroda Industries, Resilient Cosmeceuticals, Rotary Club, and many other hotel groups. He then started a skill development center near Mahabaleshwar to train physically disabled persons in the art of designer candle maker, and this center is now called Wax Museum. So now they started building wax statues of famous personalities like Sachin Tendulkar, the famous cricketer, Amitabh Bachchan, who is one of the most famous celebrities in Bollywood, Sri Narendra Modi, who is the Prime Minister of India, Amir Khan, who is another Bollywood actor. They also have a free hostel for blind persons and they arrange seminars, motivational sessions, meditation centers. They are aiming at creating blind entrepreneurs, just like what I try to do at Money is Blind podcast. So, what are his other achievements? He has participated in Paralympic Games and he has won almost 114 medals. He has won medals in shot put, discus throw, javelin throw, gold medals in National Paralympic Games 2014. My God, this guy is a genius when it comes to sports and athletics. You should read his Wikipedia page. He also achieved his doctorate in one of the universities in Karnataka. So now he is Dr. Bhavesh Bhatia. He has also appeared in Satyameva Jayate, which is a TV series hosted by Amir Khan, who I mentioned earlier is one of the most famous celebrities in Bollywood. So that's the story of Bhavesh Bhatia. If this story doesn't inspire you, I don't know what else is going to. So if you think that being blind is a limitation, being blind doesn't qualify you to become an entrepreneur or an employer, think again, because there are many persons, including myself and Mr. Bhavesh, who has built multiple businesses and has become wealthy. If we can do it, if Dr. Bhavesh can do it, you can also do it. Because remember, money is also blind. On that note, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.